Unfortunately, I'm not going to get a whole lot of use out of this moving forward, not for a month or two at least. But this is the Evershop E07 Smart Wristband. I'm always up to take a look at fitness gadgets. It's just unfortunate that I've recently broken my foot, so I can't get out and test it thoroughly, but I thought I would just introduce you guys to it. It's actually available for about 32 or 33 bucks over on Amazon, so for the feature set it offers, it's really not a terrible price. As you can see here on the back of the box, it does pedometer, distance, calorie, step monitoring, call reminding, SMS, notification type stuff, some of them, music remote, camera remote, video remote, anti-lost warning, move alert, multi-exercise model so you can sort of tell it what sort of exercise you're doing, a GPS tracking record, although I'd be surprised if it actually has a GPS built into this at this price point. It's IP67 waterproof, all in all a good inexpensive fitness tracker from what I can see. So let's see what's in the box and see how it works. So first up, scan to We Run WeChat Smart Wristband. I'm not sure about that one. Here's a quick start guide. Shows you how to get the app using the QR code, register and log in, set the smart bracelet up, and set the functions up, and then things in Chinese. This should be the actual band itself. It's not a band so much as it is just a disc and you put the band on it. This would be the charging cradle for it, just a straight USB plug, and then you fit this down inside of it. There are some pogo pins, it just sort of clips in there. There you go. And then in the bottom of the box, you've got the actual strap, the band itself, and what appears to be a little clip so that you could put this on a keychain if you're so inclined, or you could maybe put this with a carabiner on your waist if you wanted to just clip it to you. I kind of like the flexibility of that. This one came with a white band. There's also a black band available. It looks like it's about $1 difference over on Amazon. Take your pick if you're interested. Let's just see how it works in here. Looks like it should just kind of snap into place here. This is a stretchy silicone band. There you go. That seems to be in there pretty solidly. Got a little bit of a screen protector on it. Let's see if I can get that off. There you go. And unless I'm looking at it completely incorrectly, I may not be a giant fan of this design, because it looks like in order to charge it, you're going to have to take it out of the band every time. The pictures I see on Amazon all have this little thumbprint, fingerprint down at the bottom, just like I've got it set up here. And in order to charge it that way, because of the placement of the pins, you have to actually pull it out and put it on the charging cradle. Now the good thing is, it does say on Amazon the battery should last 10 days on a single charge, but unfortunately it does not appear to have a charge at the moment. It also feels very lightweight. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but you know what? It is not responding, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it, put it on its little charging dock, and charge it for a little while and see if I can get it to work, and then I'll be back with you sometime. Never mind, literally the second I walked over there to try to put this on the charger, I apparently had my finger over this little thumb sensor and it now came on. The date and time are wrong. The battery says it's not 100% charged, but that's okay. You can at least see what's on the display. The display looks kind of blue here, and on the camera it looks a little bit more light blue to white. That's okay. And there you go. There's your pedometer. There's your cycling, and we're back to the clock. So in terms of what it's showing from this interface, not a whole lot. I would assume we're going to have the app to get much farther. And the QR code is taking me to this website, which has links to Google Play, and it's the Smart Wristband app here in the Play Store. So I'll go ahead and install that. And it looks like from here we do have to actually set up an account and everything. It says we can skip it, but I'm going to go ahead and just get it all set up. So let me do this and I'll be right back. Okay, that was actually pretty quick and easy. I just had to give it an email address and a password. Very next thing, it said search for your device, and this is what it found. So I would assume it's already got it selected. I'll hit next. It says you're all set. And finish, and we should be done. And it did update the date and time, so that's good. Inside of the app itself, this is where most of the magic's gonna happen. Here's where your steps and your goal are gonna be, and your trending over time. Here's your actual longer term trend page, both with daily activity and sleep activity. Outdoor activity, you can say whether you're gonna run or you're gonna do a bicycle. And you can actually start an event by clicking on one or the other. It takes you to a map and sets everything up. For indoor, you can pick what type of indoor activity you're gonna be doing. And here's the whole settings page. It's got a whole bunch of information you can set up about yourself. You can set goals, you can tell it to turn on the anti-lost feature, let it control the music or the camera or video, all of these extra things, Twitter and Facebook and Skype. You can set the clock, sedentary notifications. So if you don't want to sit for longer than 30, 40, 50 minutes, whatever, you can do that. Find your device, let's see. Oh, it starts buzzing, so it can try to be found. It didn't beep or anything, but it is buzzing in my hand if you can hear that. And it says the device firmware is the current latest version. Let's see how the band looks and feels on me. Definitely an interesting way to do it, where basically the band goes inside and then clasps into place. Normally you do it the other way, where it goes on the outside and then clips in, but you know, to each their own. And there you go, I have it in place. Funny thing is, it already says that I've gotten 29 steps and I haven't moved from this spot. And there it is, it suddenly started responding. It must have been synchronizing or something. So if I tap on this again, it says I've walked 29 steps. Again, I haven't moved. And there's the cycling information. I wonder if I say sit up. Burn belly fat. You can set a time, you can start, you can do all sorts of stuff in here. Treadmill, if I was gonna be on the treadmill, I could turn that on. So now it says that I'm on the treadmill. I'm not. So yeah, I mean, in terms of the information that you're being shown, you've got date and time, you've got battery, you've got the steps that you're taking. Let me see if I can hobble my way from one end of the house to the other and see what kind of difference it makes and if it's counting somewhat accurately. Be right back. And we're back. It did not appear to actually register any steps. I can't say that I'm surprised. I wasn't exactly taking steps. I was using a crutch and kind of hobbling. Maybe if I try it on the other hand, the one that's actually moving while I walk. And actually right after I moved it, it updated to 40, which means like 10 steps. And I know I took 25 to 30 going in there and then another 20 to 30 coming back. So maybe that was just from moving it. Let's shake my wrist a little bit. We will try walking again. Be right back. Okay, that was a little bit better that time. I just walked about 15 steps and 15 steps back, and it now says 74 steps, which would have been about 35 steps, which is about actually what I did, surprisingly enough. Unfortunately, I can't give it a much more thorough test than that just because I'm not quite mobile right now, and I won't be mobile for at least 6 to 8 weeks. Initial impressions though, it's very light. The band, I don't necessarily care for the way that it clasps because like I said, it kind of, you have to fit it inside and then clip it. I don't know how secure that's gonna be, how snug that's gonna be. But the fact that they ship with another band where you could put it on your keychain or something, that's pretty cool. I do actually really like how simple it is and there's not a whole lot to it, especially given the fact that it's like $35. And I think that's about as far as I'm gonna go with it for now. If there's anything else you'd like to know about this, let me know. Like I said, 35 bucks over on Amazon. I'll put a link down in the description if you're interested in it. Thanks so much to Evershop for sending this out for me to take a look at. Unfortunately, between the time that they offered to send it to me and it actually arrived, I broke my foot, so I can't exactly go out running with this or anything. Maybe next time. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you'd leave a thumbs up down below the video. Subscribe to receive more of my videos when they become available, and I will see you again next time.